All right, guys. So here we are back pointing out some facts on this case in Fulton County. And Trump's co-defendant, Harrison Floyd, denied bond on Friday. Why is he still in jail? Why is that? You had 19 people that were indicted. 18 of them bonded out and are back home right now, the same day. Now, Fulton County Superior Court Judge Emily Richardson determined Floyd, one of Trump's co-defendants in his indictment this month on racketeering charges stemming from his alleged efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 election, posed a flight risk, as well as a risk to commit additional criminal felonies if released on bail. Now, this smells like a bunch of BS, okay? Now, if anyone's going to be a flight risk, it's probably not going to be him. The guy is saying, he told the judge, and you're going to hear in just a minute, that he can't even afford an attorney. So he can't afford an attorney. All of a sudden, he's just going to be a flight risk. None of these other defendants, co-defendants, are going to be flight risks. See, this is where it starts to get really weird. This is not like some conspiracy theory. Okay, this is facts. This man is still sitting in jail while, like I said, all other 18 are gone home, left the same day, checked in, got their mug shots, and they're out. So let's go ahead and listen to Judge Richardson with her explanation around this.
Okay, hold on 1 second, Mr. Floyd. So I'm not taking any statements from you today, all right? So we're not dealing with that. What today is just where I advise you of your rights and advise you of the charges that have been brought against you, and then talk to you about your right to counsel and your appointment of counsel, okay? So first I want to talk to you about your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You need to be aware that the state, the DA's office, is present here at this hearing, and so I advise you to remain silent. You have the right to a lawyer. And if you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed to you at no cost. All right? Are you aware of the charges that have been brought against you in this indictment? I'm referring to the indictment where you have been charged in count 1 with violation of the Georgia RICO, Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, as well as in counts 30 and 31, which is for conspiracy to commit solicitation of false statements and writings and influencing witnesses. So those are the charges that have been brought against you in this indictment. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am. I believe those are the same ones that the DA's office called and threatened and coerced my in-laws with trying to get me down here. I think those are the same ones.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Floyd. Your case has been assigned to Judge Scott McAfee. All right? He's going to be the judge who is assigned to your case, who's going to be handling it from this point forward. I am just handling this first appearance hearing today because I am filling in for the presiding judge. All right? Okay. At this point, I will hear from the state. Is there anything the state needs to add?
Out of name with the state, Your Honor. Nothing further.
Okay. Mr. Floyd, have you retained a lawyer?
I requested one who have been denied, Your Honor.
Okay. So you have spoken with someone from the public defender's office, and you were told that you do not qualify. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. All right, so Mr. Floyd, you have the right to then hire a lawyer of your choice, or of course you're always welcome to proceed pro se. But because you do not qualify for a public defender, you have the right to retain a lawyer of your choice. Okay?
I've spoken to several different attorneys before flying out here. The cost is typically between $40,000 to $100,000 just to retain a lawyer for these charges, and they charge hourly that I cannot afford. I'm not going to put my family in that kind of debt, especially with my daughter. I cannot afford an attorney for something like this.
Okay. Well, Scott McAfee, Judge McAfee will go through the process. If you choose to represent yourself and to not retain a lawyer, he will go through that process and those questions with you. I just want to advise you of your right at this point.
Now, I know it was hard to hear what he was saying, but basically what he was saying was he's really not able to afford a private attorney, what they were charging by the hour. He was not able to. Also, he didn't qualify for a public defender. So she goes on to say that the judge presiding over the case that she's filling in for at this time, that he also has the option to allow him to represent himself. This is where it starts to get really weird and creepy for me, because that man is sitting in jail. They won't give him a bond, okay? And he's accused of charges of interference and influencing a witness, just like many of the others. But now he's a flight risk, and he has to sit in there, and he can't even get representation. Come on now. This is where people have to see through the shenanigans of this whole thing, this whole show. There's some really unfair things going on here. Okay, but we're gonna stay on this. Let's listen to what else she has to say.
That if you wish to hire a lawyer, you have the right to do so. Okay? Okay. All right. Pretrial services. Can you give me any information about Mr. Floyd's criminal history?
Yes, ma'am. I have one prior. It was from May 15th, 2023. It's a Maryland FBI with simple assault on a federal officer. He was given bail supervision, 5 years on charge of simple assault, misdemeanor. Nothing further.
That's still a case, Your Honor. It's not. I do not have a criminal record.
I understand, Mr. Floyd. Thank you. I understand that it's just charges against you. Okay? All right. All right. Okay, Mr. Floyd, the issue of bond is not going to be addressed today. That's going to be addressed by Judge McAfee, who's assigned to your case. But to the extent that you're here in front of a judge, I do find that based on the open charge against you, there are grounds for bond to be denied at this point. So I'm going to go ahead.
Okay, so guys, in a nutshell, she just denied Mr. Floyd bond. So he has to basically sit in jail until he meets with this other judge. They claim he's a flight risk. He stated, it was hard to hear, he voluntarily turned himself into the Fulton County jail. So if he was a flight risk, why would he do that? But this is everyone else came in, they bonded out, they took their mug shots, fingerprinted, all that, left the same day. Okay? They're trying to flip this guy. Okay? That goes without saying. They are trying to flip this guy. They're trying to scapegoat this guy. They're going to make him sit in there, and everyone else is out. But they're going to try to flip this guy in this case and have him testify against the other co-defendants. Watch and see. I could be wrong, but my prediction is that that's what they're attempting to do in this case by not giving this man bond. And he deserves to bond out just like everyone else. I mean, these are just basically misdemeanor type charges that they're holding this man on. Okay. And it's really sad that, that this case is even here, but now we're starting to see what they're really trying to do. So we're going to continue to watch this, guys. Just make sure you continue to tune in, keep subscribing to the channel. I appreciate everybody that's been subscribing, and we'll see you soon.